what's going on, everybody? It's Jean-Claude, JC here. In this way, though, I want to quickly share the journey I took since a few months. Actually, all started 2 years ago when I really started to be interested in other marketing strategy. I'm not the youngest anymore, and this is why I was also anxious to see if this could be applied to any person, culture, without an age limit. So I wanted to upload this first short video which talks about kind of how I got started in the affiliate marketing space back in 2018. I can definitely say that I'm coming from a very fulfilled life. I took some decisions which would lead the way on how I would be living my life. So at the age of 26, I decided that the 9-to-5 job would definitely not be the dream life, and that's why I moved to the Maldives for 3.5 years. And I started a new career in the scuba diving industry. First of all, while becoming an instructor, I could start to teach people on how to blow bubbles underwater. Let me just go back for a minute. When I was at school, my teachers told me that I could not even dream of becoming a teacher. And this is what I actually wanted to become at first. To be able to teach other people what I wanted to share with them, really being able to teach something that I would be passionate about. So they basically destroyed this dream at this point. By becoming a diving instructor years later, I considered it as my first revenge over the system, and I really had a job that many would not see as a job covering so much. You need to be responsible, take care of the people, teach them, provide safety, fun, enjoyment, social competencies, show and educate everyone about the beauties of the underwater world. So this ecological aspect was in there too, without forgetting the adrenaline shot that you get when you see your first shark. This background showed me that I could be doing a living out of passion. Passion is not the sole motivator, of course. The social aspect is huge, and it allowed me to learn 6 languages, meet fantastic people on all social levels, nationalities, culture, and become a recognized person in this scuba diving industry. Somehow, I also have this asset that I envision a few things that could potentially happen in life, and I'm an avid learner. So I dedicate time on a daily basis to learn something, and if possible, to implement it and to have some others benefiting from it. So this could give you a little understanding about where it all kind of began for me. So maybe you can now relate to that in part of your journey online before we dive into that, to be sure. But before that, just subscribe to this channel, click on the bell icon so you get notified whenever I drop a new video, and I will continue to do that. Leave any comments or questions that you have got below, and if you get any value from this one, just be sure to give the video a like and maybe just a heart. And check out also the Super Affiliate Accelerator link that I put below in the description if you are interested in working with me and my mentors. So let's jump into phase 1, which I call in my business. It was what was laying the foundation, and it was like this when it all started. And for me, that was July 2018, so a little over 2 years. And that ran until December 2018, and the reason that I view this as a phase 1 for me was because I was living in Mallorca in Spain, and now I'm back in Switzerland since a few months. I tried a few experiments, and in the beauty segment, in the restaurant business, and I completely failed about that. That was a disaster. I was also traveling the world for my job as an international business development person, and jumping from one place, one plane and country in a dramatic rhythm. I like it, of course, but it is also exhausting, and my thought was that I could maybe not do it forever. But slowing down is not in my vocabulary. Actually, I'm a passionate person and I want to stay like that. But this is when the brain starts to take control of your body, right? So being super energetic and sportive, it was obvious that I needed to find something that would fulfill me 100% and get prepared for the future. Not even thinking of leaving my principal activity because I love it too. So I enrolled in some affiliate marketing programs, first in German language, and then I switched to English. I did them all, spent a lot of money, numerous hours of training, learning, implementing, but I would say partly implementing, even creating a product which is called Boost Yourself and Masterclass. And this is really a great product if you want to work on your, let's say, mindset. The problem is, and there is a problem, is that you have a lot of people showing you the most shiny objects. They tell you how fast you can do money from your laptop in just a few minutes, or let's say an hour per day. Now, I spent hours and hours, and I thought either I'm too stupid, too old, or not skilled enough to do what they say. So, why was I spending all my free time to learn, implement, and not getting any results? Actually, it was a big frustration. And honestly, when you try to reach to these so-called gurus, then you end up by blaming yourself. The fault is never theirs. It is always because you don't invest enough time, not even in money, in advertisement, for example, or you are in the wrong niche, or they always have another excuse. But also they never bring you exactly to the point that you need to be. So I was really about to give it up until I reached out to two brothers in Hong Kong, very young guys, very energetic, and I could relate to them because actually the age is not the matter, and this is what is interesting in this industry. But they had the same frustration. They started also their journey in the same, let's say, courses that I was in, but then they switched to something else and they became really successful in a matter of a couple of months. And that impressed me. And I reached out to them. You can always have a shot and see if they reply, right? But one thing I would like to say at this point is that you have in this affiliate community also great guys. So I found the same mindset as in the diving industry, where you usually have the possibility to share experiences and follow the same passion and talk about a subject that is interesting to many people. So that's really when all shifted for me. And the marketing business, you know, can be done on so many different ways, different platforms. So actually there are a lot of skills to learn. It can be super overwhelming. And let's say if you are introvert, it's even very intimidating. Even for me, when I'm used to speak in front of people, sometimes big audiences, when you have to start speaking in front of your camera, things are different. And that's the moment you really start to realize that you have maybe to go over your own fears. So fortunately, I like to engage and speak to people. So I had the luck to find also another channel of engagement. So being virtual means not being away from people. Actually, you have a lot of possibilities to really engage. And that's what happened. So ultimately, I learn, and you can learn all these strategies and turn them into a business, full-time, or generating a passive income. The most important steps is to have the right mindset. And this is probably the hardest part in many cultures, because we have the principles that have been taught to us from the youngest age. But that's when you decide to shift to your own life and stop caring about what people think about what you are doing, and they give their opinion that maybe you are crazy. That's not a business. They told me that at the age of 26 when I became a diving instructor. They actually never could understand that it was even a job. I'm in this industry since a long time. So now I'm 60 and I still think the same. And actually I hate to say my age, because I think that I prefer to listen to my scale when I go on in the morning, and it shows me my biological age, which is 45. So I love it. So coming back to affiliate marketing, you have to have the right mindset first. Then you need to stop believing in these things that are surreal. If you are in private jets, fancy car, lots of girls partying with you. That's definitely not what will happen. At least I don't know anybody that is really real where it is like that. You can show off, but then maybe, you can rent everything to make a great picture or great video. So all is good. If they reach that, that's fine. But just come back to reality and you will soon know that all comes out of a reason. I did not realize that I would have to work hard. And this is what you need to know too. You will need to work hard. You will need to have to stop losing time, surfing the internet, watching Netflix, etc. You will need to use the internet for another specific purpose. But when you see this first high ticket commission arriving into your account, that's the best moment. And it's not even about the money. Actually, it's not even about high ticket commission. It's about having understood that this can work, that it can pay off. And my first commission was actually $3. And you know what I did? I celebrated, because it was not about the amount. It was about the fact that I could use the internet and, let's say, some different competencies and use the social media to really obtain a success in a completely different way that you would not learn in any sales school or marketing school so far. So it was for me the proof that if you have the right strategies, it's working. What I also learned is that you have to stay in focus, because the moment you enter this industry, you will be bombarded with new shiny objects several times a day. You receive emails, messages, friendship requests. So don't lose your analytical mind and stay focused on what you are just learning. Which skills do you need to have? Well, you could be a good writer, good storyteller, good speaker, or you can just use the resources that are available and learn how to tweak them to your, I would say, to your own sauce. You have the recipe and you have just to manipulate the recipe, maybe just adding here and there different spices, your own spices. And it's exactly that. You need to be open-minded and learn from others. Every day you will improve your skills. And even if you are introvert, even if you are not, let's say, familiar to talk in front of a camera, it's not a problem, because you will do it as I did. You will be having this adrenaline shot because you will see that you start a new adventure, it's a new journey, and video after video you will become more confident. Text after text you will write things differently, you will write your story. And does it need to be perfect? Absolutely no. This is the beauty of the social media. It's fast and improvable. So what you write today, people may not see it in 3 days. So just forget about it. Just make it better every time, because you will also see different text, you will see different videos, and this will inspire you. So never push it to the next day to revise and revise more. The momentum is super important. When you start in this area, just do it and do it now. And don't push. Like let's say my generation would do. You would just try to improve, make the comma at the right place and so on. Like this video, it's not perfect. It's never perfect. You can always do it much better. But what is also important for me in this journey is that I can inspire somebody. I engage contact with many people that I didn't even know, let's say 2 months ago. And they like what I share, and maybe sometimes not, but that's my opinion and they respect my opinion. So that's what I wanted basically to tell you. If you are really interested in joining this journey and you want to start, let's say, a new income stream and maybe a new career, that's definitely a good one to start with. But you will need to be focused. You will need to have the strengths. The next video will be talking about me being an Ironman, a marathon runner. What does it mean? A lot of training or a lot of will? That's probably where I will go in this next video. So, by the way, if you like this type of things, if you want to know more about it, I would like to really invite you in my private Facebook group, which is called Swiss Lifepreneur Affiliate. you just can go there. You go in the description, you will find the link, and I would be very pleased to welcome you if you have the right mindset, if you are open to that, if you want to also reach to your next level and maybe go in a field that you are in without success, or that you want to enter and have success. So this, of course, if you give a like and you share and you give some comments, this will help me also to continue to reach my next goal. And just in this channel, I reach in a short time, I reached the first 1,000 subscribers. So I'm very proud of it. But that's not all. And you see, it's not always about money. It's really about some steps that provides you some success stories. So I'm very grateful and thankful to you if you do that. And I would say, let's talk soon, and hope to see you in the group. Take care. Ciao.